Hello, students. I'm Deepti. How are you all? Congratulations to all of you. You are in class 10th now. So, let's begin with the first chapter in biology, that is life processes. So, life processes includes something which is living or is said to be alive. In most simple terms, alive means having life और जिंदा रहना जिसे बोला जाता है जिंदा. We are alive and you are also alive. Those things which are alive are known as living things. All the plants and animals, including us, including human beings, are alive or living things. Now, the most important question arises is what criteria do we use to decide whether something is alive or not? The most important criterion to decide whether something is alive or not is the movement of the living organisms, as all the living things which are alive move by themselves without any external help. Like in some cases, the movement of living things are quite fast, which can be easily observed by us. But in other cases, the movement is very slow and hence observed with difficulty. For example, movements in most of the animals are fast, but movement in plants are usually slow and observed with difficulty. Animals and plants move in different ways. Animals can move from one place to another or they can move their body parts. For example, a frog moves when it jumps into a pond, as you can see in the picture. The frog jumps for the movement. A bird moves when it flies in the sky. An athlete moves when he runs. And a fish moves when it swims in water. We move our hands when we clap. A dog can wag its tail. A dog जब अपनी tail को हिलाता है. So all these movements show that they are alive. They are living things. Now plants are fixed in the soil at a place. So they cannot move like animals from one place to another. The plants can only move parts of their body, such as leaves, flowers, shoots, and roots. For example, Mimosa pudica, which is a sensitive plant and is also referred to as touch me not plant. The leaves of Mimosa pudica plant move by folding up when touched with the fingers, and the plant also show movement by growing their roots and shoots bigger. तो जब एक प्लांट ट्री में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, जब वो अपनी स्टेम को अपनी रूट्स को ग्रो करता है, देन इट शोज मूवमेंट. नाउ देयर आर सम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ लिविंग थिंग्स which are they can move by themselves. Living things can grow. Living things need food, air, and water. Living things can respond to changes around them. Living things respire as they release energy from food. Living things excrete as they get rid of the waste material from their body through the process of excretion. Living things can reproduce. They can give rise to young ones. Now, on the other hand, there are some non living things or which are not alive or which cannot move by themselves, which are table, stone, chair, etc. We will have to move them by applying force from outside. हमें अपनी फोर्स लगानी पड़ती है नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स पर उनको मूव करने के लिए. So that's why they are called non-living things as they cannot move by themselves. The next question is what are life processes? All the living organisms perform some basic functions to keep themselves alive or The basic function performed by living organisms to maintain their life on this earth are called life processes. तो जितने भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं उनको अपनी लाइफ को मेंटेन करने के लिए कुछ प्रोसेसेस कुछ फंक्शंस उन लोग को परफॉर्म करने पड़ते हैं एंड दोज फंक्शंस आर न्यूट्रिशन एंड रेस्पिरेशन. So nutrition involves the taking of food inside the body and converting it into smaller molecules which can be easily absorbed by the body. न्यूट्रिशन आप सबको पता है कि क्या होता है, जिसमें कि हम खाना खाते हैं, हम फूड लेते हैं और हमारे डाइजेशन के प्रोसेस के थ्रू it converts into smaller molecules, simpler molecules, and which can be easily absorbed by the body to give us energy. Respiration, it is the process which releases energy from the food and absorbed by the body. अब न्यूट्रिशन के थ्रू जो एनर्जी रिलीज हुई है, फूड के थ्रू जो एनर्जी रिलीज हुई है, वो हमारी बॉडी में एब्जॉर्ब हो जाती है एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज respiration. Move on to the second point, transport and excretion. Transport is the process in which a substance absorbed or made in one part of the body and is moved to other parts of the body. अब ट्रांसपोर्ट में क्या होता है कि कुछ सब्सटेंस है जो कि हमारी बॉडी में या तो बनते हैं या एब्जॉर्ब होते हैं एंड उनकी मूवमेंट फ्रॉम वन पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी to another is known as transport. And excretion, you all know that it is the process in which the waste materials produced in the cells of the body are removed from the body. जब डाइजेशन का प्रोसेस एंड हो जाता है, डाइजेशन के बाद हमारा नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस आता है एक्सक्रीशन का. तो इसमें जितना भी हमारा अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड होता है वो सब एक्सक्रीट आउट हो जाता है बॉडी से थ्रू एनएस. Next point is control and coordination. Control and coordination is respond to stimuli. It is any response to stimuli and is a process which helps the living organisms to survive in the changing environment around them. तो जब भी किसी भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को कोई भी स्टिमुलस मिलता है तो वो उस तरह से रिस्पॉन्स देना शुरू कर देता है, चाहे वो वेदर चेंज का ही क्यों ना हो. तो हमारी बॉडी भी, ह्यूमंस की बॉडी भी उसी तरह से उसको रिस्पॉन्स देती है. नेक्स्ट इज ग्रोथ. ग्रोथ इन्वॉल्व्स द चेंज फ्रॉम अ स्मॉल ऑर्गेनिज्म टू अ बिग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. जब कोई भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स इंक्रीज इन साइज, इंक्रीज होता है उसका साइज, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू ग्रोथ. नेक्स्ट इज मूवमेंट एंड रिप्रोडक्शन. सो मूवमेंट इज when the organism either moves from one place to another or moves its body parts while remaining at the same place. For example, plant. And the process of reproduction involves the making of more organisms from the existing ones or the production of the young ones from the parents so that organisms could live on this earth forever. Now the next is energy is needed for the life processes. अब जितने भी हमने ये फंक्शंस देखे हैं, जितने भी लाइफ प्रोसेसेस देखे हैं एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म की लाइफ में, उसके लिए सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है एनर्जी. All the living organisms need energy to perform various life processes and they get this energy only from food. Food is a kind of fuel which provides energy to all the living organisms. The living organisms use the chemical energy for carrying out various life processes. लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स क्या करते हैं कि उस फूड से जो केमिकल एनर्जी मिलती है वो उसको यूज करते हैं. दे गेट दिस केमिकल एनर्जी फ्रॉम फूड थ्रू केमिकल रिएक्शंस. जो भी केमिकल रिएक्शंस होती हैं उन सब से उनको केमिकल एनर्जी मिलती है. Actually, living organisms continuously need energy for their various life processes and for other activities which they perform. For example, energy is required by an organism even during sleep. This is because when we are asleep, a number of biological processes keep on occurring in the body, which requires energy. अब ऐसा क्यों होता है कि अगर हम सो भी रहे हैं, अगर हम नींद में हैं, तब भी हमें एनर्जी की रिक्वायरमेंट है। ऐसा इसलिए क्योंकि हमारा हार्ट नॉन स्टॉप बीट करता रहता है, और बीट करने का मतलब है कि हमारा हार्ट पंप कर रहा है ब्लड को थ्रू आउट द बॉडी, एंड दिस बीटिंग ऑफ हार्ट रिक्वायर्स एनर्जी. The working of heart requires a continuous supply of energy. The energy required by an organism comes from the food that the organisms eat. Food is the basic requirement of all the living organisms for obtaining energy. So, the process of intake and utilization of the food by an organism is known as nutrition, which we will study in the next video. So, thank you so much, students. Have a good